Good morning, all of you. I'm Navneet Kaur, and today I'm going to discuss with you modems and its types. What is the definition of a modem? It stands for modulator and demodulator, and it is a communication device. It is also called a conversion device. Whenever on the network two computers want to send or receive data, since computers can store data only in digital form, and when they have to communicate, it can be done only in analog form. So here we require a conversion device. So the function of modem is to convert the data from digital to analog and also from analog to digital at both the ends, at sender end and receiver end. This device is required. So it is a communication equipment in order to perform communication over the network. When we use it on the sender side, it will convert from digital to analog signal. When we will use it on the receiver side, it will convert from analog to digital signal. So it performs two functions, modulation and demodulation. At sender side, it works as modulator. At the receiver side, it works as demodulator. Here is a diagram that is showing you how we use modems. We need to connect it to our computer system so as to communicate over the network. And a modem can be connected through telephone lines with our computer system as it is shown in the figure. Now, what is the structure of communication when we use modem? Now, in the figure, we can see that our computer system, which is carrying digital data, is connected to a modem, and these modems are connected through telephone lines to the ISP, Internet Service Provider. And these telephone lines can carry analog data. So, modem is required for conversion from digital to analog so as to transmit the computer information to the internet service provider and then to the entire internet. This is how communication is possible. Our computer system, which is containing digital data, it is converted into analog data through modem, then transmitted over telephone lines, and then through internet service provider, we can transmit our data to any computer on the internet. What is the working principle of a modem? Now the digital data of computer that is converted into analog signal and then it is transmitted over the telephone lines. That means data conversion is done by modem because digital data cannot be put on the transmission wire. Only analog signal can be carried on by wire. So the modem performs this conversion so that communication is possible. Now how it is done? Whenever the analog data is received from telephone line at the receiver, it is converted into digital form by another modem and then it is finally transmitted to the destination computer. For example, in the figure, there is a computer and modem number 1. This is sender side. Here it will convert digital signal which is in the form of 0 and 1 into analog signal which is transmitted on the telephone wires. Then at the destination, we have modem number 2, which will again convert analog signal into digital signal 0 and 1 form and send it to destination computer. This is the process in which modulation and demodulation is done. What is data pump and signal processor? Whenever the modem unit receives data, it will provide it into the circuit of modulator, and if it receives demodulated data, then it is passed to the modem processor. Now we have two units, modulating and demodulating units. जो modulator unit है that is used to convert digital data into analog data and the process is called modulation. और ये जो process है ये sending side के ऊपर होती है. ठीक है जी. Sending side पे हमारे पास एक digital signal है 01 की form में, उसको हमने मॉड्यूलेट किया और एक एनालॉग सिग्नल की फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट किया. Demodulating part. Now in demodulating unit, we convert analog data from the telephone wire into digital data. In the figure, you can see analog signal is demodulated to digital signal in the form of 0 and 1. So this is for the destination side, for the receiver. What is the use of phone interface? It is used to connect your modem with the phone socket to make communication possible, to detect the signals, and to connect the speakers for giving voice information and other kind of audio data. This is the figure which is showing how we have connected our modem with telephone line sockets so as to complete our communication process. Now we have two types of modems which are basically used: external modems and internal modems. Now let us see what is the difference between these two types of modems. First is external modem. Now external modem means a separate device which is attached from outside the computer system. External modem is a separate device which is attached from outside the computer system, and basically it is a 9 pin or 25 pin serial cable which will connect it to the modem to our computer. And external modems, they do not need your CPU to be opened for installation, and they avoid hardware conflicts because we do not need to open our CPU. You can attach these modems externally from the outside through cable which is 25 pin or 9 pin and through a serial port. So there are no hardware conflicts in case of external modem. It is very easy to set up this modem, which is faster and easier as compared to internal modems. This is a figure which is showing you how we have connected an external modem through a 9-pin serial port. There is a 9-pin serial port through which we have connected our modem with our system and telephone line. Next is internal modem. Internal modem is one which is a part of the computer and it is already connected inside the computer system. You do not need to install it. It is pre-installed in our system, and it can be directly plugged into your PCI or ISA expansion slot, and this modem will convert your digital data into analog signal, and reverse also. On the receiving side, it will be converting analog signal into digital signal and hence performing both the functions of modulation and demodulation. In case of internal modem, we have a controller inside this device which can manage the overall operations of this modem. In the diagram, we can see there is a controller unit in the modulation demodulation section of internal modem. Now, how we install the modem? First of all, you have to switch off your computer, then connect the modem. Again, you have to switch it on, then it will detect your modem. It will display that a new hardware device is found. You have to put the installation CD if provided, and after completing installation, you have to close the Windows operating system and restart your computer. Then you can also test your modem by the phone dialer option, which is provided in the accessories part. So this is all about modems and their types. I hope that all of you have understood the concept of modems, what is their function, and what are their different types, and how we install these modems. So basically, they perform two functions, one of modulation and other of demodulation. And it is the basic requirement when we have to perform communication when our computers are connected over the internet. So thanks to all of you.